Hello, my art-loving friends. I have a backlog of Happy Mail here, and it's time we get through it because I'm afraid I'm going to lose track of what's what. And I also don't want to get too big of a stack that I haven't shown you yet because we need to get to this stuff. This box I received back in October, actually. And I think I kind of showed it to you when I did my Holbein video, which I'll link in the corner for you and in the description box below because there were a few Holbein watercolors in here. But I'll go ahead and show you the rest of what's in here. Lots of Van Gogh goodies. To paint, we have indigo, raw sienna, oxide black, burnt umber, raw umber, Naples yellow red, Madder Lake light, permanent red light, permanent yellow green, turquoise green, permanent orange. I'm out of hand space here. I may have to put some down or I might drop them. And yellow ochre. So I believe that's all of the Van Gogh colors. And I did try them out with my Patreon supporters. We do some extra things over there. You get an extra video ad-free a month, between 1 and 4 a month. We had fun just to see what these colors were. And you can see some of them there. Probably be quite pretty. So we'll go through these here on the main channel and play with them some more for sure. So then there are also these crescent boards, hot press premium watercolor. That's also a hot press. I think there's a cold press here. So they were in this case, I believe. I just took them out when I played with my patrons. We have a White Nights color here. I think it's a Perylene Violet. The English was on this side. Daniel Smith Mummy Bauxite. You can tell this was on my desk for a while. It's covered in cat hair. Core Venetian Red. Daniel Smith Rose of Ultramarine, and a Cotman by Winsor & Newton Alizarin Crimson Hue. And this was the Madder Lake light. Apparently when I opened that it kind of spewed out, so I put the spew part of it into this full pan. So that is going to be a lot of goodies to play with. This next one I just received today from Annie Noodle. If you don't know her channel, go check it out. I'll link it in the corner and in the description box below, as usual. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. There's so much stuff in here. Whoa, Annie, what the heck? You outdid yourself. Just like every box I received, I'm overwhelmed with you guys' generosity. It's just such, I don't know. It blows my mind. Let's see. There's more in here than just this. This is Master's Touch Gouache. Ooh, that'll be interesting to try, but there's a couple of extra things. What are these? Let me pull them out, but I want to make sure. Okay, so we have, looks like an entire set of Master's Touch Gouache. That's going to be fun. I love trying new stuff, even though I think Master's Touch is Hobby Lobby's brand or Michael's own brand. I can't remember. Annie, you'll have to tell me. I bet this is ink, right? Yeah, walnut and rainbow ink. Ooh, just walnut and sad glitter. How fun. So we'll have to get the dip pen out and try these in a video for sure. I'm afraid there's going to be so many supplies. We're not going to have time to play with them in this video, but we will in next week's video for sure. So a week from today, check for that video. We'll be playing with something from today for sure. What is all this? Marie's gouache. So it looks like this whole bag is Marie's gouache. Oh, wow. I think she said that she didn't really like this squash. She's going to let me try it and see what I think as well. After using Graham and Holbein, it's probably going to be a whole different feel to use these other two. Should be interesting. I still have that gouache too that Kimberly Crick sent me over in my gouache drawer that we still have to get to. I have a lot to get to on my channel. I'm so excited about it though because I'll never run out of things to do. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's so cute. Look. It's like a little painted carrot, and then it's a mountain scene with the little YouTube symbol on it. Oh, I love it. That's adorable. Uh-oh, I broke it already. Never mind, it's fixed. It's fixed. That's really, really cute. Okay. Ooh, I think that there is a letter. I'm gonna read that off screen. Let's see what else is in here. A mechanical pencil set is what the case says. Oh, it's actually in here. Oh my goodness, Annie. How cool. Look at this. And it has extra erasers and different leads that you can put in them. So I guess these barrels are specific for the lead. It obviously has to be bigger and smaller here at the very tip in order for that lead to fit in. and not just fall out or not get squished. Wow. The 09, and that intrigues me because it's nice and thick, and sometimes it's super fun to sketch with a thick lead. These will be fun to try. And we've got graphite HB number 2, a couple of refills. That's great. 0.3 millimeter. Okay, so I don't have a pencil that holds 03 lead except for the one that came in here. So that's awesome. I'll be able to use that. All right, let me read the letter real quick and see if there's anything else I need to tell you guys, and I'll be right back. Sweet. The letter actually explained a few things, which I figured it would. I probably should have read it first, but I didn't see it clear down there in the bottom. She said, I made you an arty tuber. I love it. That's just so cute. I'll get some glue and make sure that's glued back in so it stays so I can move it around. And then she said she was making her own attempt at black ink, so I think that's probably what one of these is. And one is supposed to be just the rainbow ink, but I don't know, this one says just walnut, and this is the sad glitter, but the glitter one is from Culture Hustle. Okay, so we'll see what that's like. And there was something else I was supposed to, oh, yes, also, because my students often show up to the first class without their supplies, and I'm doing a gouache class this summer, these will be useful. I can just let them use these. Some people sign up late, and so they don't have the list to get their supplies in time, so it's not always their fault, except for obviously signing up late. And then look at these stickers. Oh my gosh. This is your artwork, isn't it, Annie? You didn't tell me what the stickers were in your letter. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't mention the stickers, but I bet you this is her artwork. Annie, you'll have to tell us down in the comments. I mean, I've watched almost all of your videos, but it's hard to remember. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, cool. This will be fun. I'm gonna put this all back in here so I don't get it confused with other boxes. And on to the next box. I almost dumped it upside down. Okay, so this bag here is full of oil paints, and it has the Gamblin oil paints that the paint coach uses here on YouTube. And I've already tried them, and I have a video ready to be edited for you guys using these. I know this is mostly a watercolor channel, but I do oil painting once in a while, and you know how we get distracted with other art supplies. It's just part of the channel. Plus, I've been an oil painter since I was little. That's what I started out doing before watercolor. So lots of oil paints. We've got Grumbacher, Van Gogh, Winsor & Newton, and pretty much a whole set of the Gamblin, plus the solvent-free gel from Gamblin. That is incredible. Look at this big bag of oil paints. And then in here we have a Marie's gouache in titanium white. And she thought this could replace the white that was in my gouache palette that kept molding. And well, it didn't mold the last time, but it's pretty well empty because I've had to scrape so much mold out of it. So that was very generous. And then this I'm super excited about to see what this color is. So a soggy oriental blue. This is gouache, Holbein gouache. Okay, not to mention the cool little zipper case, the letter, and then this fancy thing. I wish I could have you guys feel how heavy this is. This is a very high quality little palette. So high quality that I don't know how to open it. There we go. Just has a very secure latch. Unlike the Paul Rubens glitter palette that I have, the emerald one, it doesn't latch at all. 4 mixing wells, very flat mixing space that stays flat. So when it's open, you see that? It doesn't go down to the table surface, so it's level. A little space for all of the half pans. Yeah, I don't know if you can tighten them. I'm not familiar. I mean, I've seen people use this type of palette with this, so I assume you probably just spread this out a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to figure out if the pans in here can be tightened or not, but since they have the sides on them, it's not a huge deal. It's not gonna wiggle very much at all. Big space for brushes or more pans, so it'll be fun to see what we end up putting in here. And then she was sent an extra scrawler box, and she already had this one, so she sent it my way to try because I've never tried a scrawler box. So that'll be fun. And this one has stuff in it that's right up my alley. It has the Derwent Pastel Shades Paint Pan Set. Little water brush. This will go on the list to try. I like these palettes. It's like the koi palettes also. They're super sturdy plastic. Pretty nice overall. Cute little sticker. gel pen. We have the Scrawlerzine, and pad of paper. Oh, look at that print. That's awesome. So watercolor aqua pad, 140 pound, cold pressed. There's the texture on it. And we'll try this stuff out as well at some point. The last box, but not the least box. This one is jam-packed, also full of goodies. Definitely spoiled rotten over here. Now that you've seen the box, I'm just gonna put it back on the floor and we'll pull stuff out of it. We'll start with this bag. And I've already been into this because I couldn't help myself. So this tub of watercolors. We have 4 Rembrandt tube paints. We have cerulean blue, phthalo, gamboge, turquoise blue, and this is chameleon blue, green, gold. And the pigment on that one is interesting. It says it's coated glass is the pigment. We have these 2 Turner watercolors, alizarin crimson and manganese blue hue. So that's a PR83 and a PB15, and I did squeeze it because I squeezed some out into a half pan already. Then we have these 3 Holbein colors, permanent yellow light, peacock blue, and opera. Very exciting. And these will be interesting to try. I've never tried koi watercolors in the tube before. Gray and ultramarine. And the pigment codes are not listed on these tubes. Plus we have watercolor pad of paper that actually came in something else over here. She just had it separate. Some full pans, that'll be useful for trying out some of these things. Cute little tin box. We can make a little mini watercolor palette out of that. And these travel brushes. I saw these on one other person's channel, but it was a long time ago and I don't remember who that was. But we have a number 8 round and a number 2 round. And this one's really loose. In fact, I thought it might fall out just by shaking it, but it doesn't. Maybe you could squeeze this end a little bit and kind of pinch it a little more. This one seems fairly secure. No holes in the end, so no ventilation. You have to let these dry first before you put them back in here. The brand is Artex. Yep, Artex. Next bag of goodies, not to mention the cool zipper bag. In here, oh, well, yeah, I forgot this. Whew, this one has lots of cool stuff in it too. Holy moly. So 3 Rowan Schmal full pans. This one is cobalt blue, a PB28. This is the quinacridone gold hue, PR102 and PY150. This one is the Cypress Raw Umber Brownish, and it's a PBR7 earth pigment. We have a My Mary Blue. So this one's a Raw Umber, PBR7. Then we have a Jackson's Phthalo Blue. So I've never tried Jackson's paint before, I think. Neither have I tried My Mary Blue. This will be fun. Quin Purple in Van Gogh, and Gamboge in Van Gogh. Not to mention the tin itself and the extra little pans in there. And then I'm kind of excited about this. I really like soft cover sketchbooks, and this size will be perfect to slip in my travel kit. Just do some pencil sketching or something, colored pencil, whatever. The paper size is 105 by 148 millimeters, 20 pages, 140 GSM. This thing, Strathmore 500, this is what this paper usually is Strathmore 500. Yep, 100% cotton, 140 pound cold press, acid free. And I have not had good luck painting on this at all with watercolor. So I think this will be the perfect little travel sketchbook when I take my gouache. I think this will be great for gouache. This actually feels a little softer than the other Strathmore 500 papers I've used. I'm curious, maybe it's a different batch. I'll pull those out when we actually play with this and we will discover that together. And then a Canson Moulin de Roy. Wow, 100% cotton paper again. You are spoiling me rotten. Okay, hot pressed. Ooh, I don't have the hot pressed version of this paper. I do have some cold pressed. Super smooth. That would probably be really fun to use with Inktense pencils or, I don't know, lots of things. And what is this? I didn't see this in there. Jackson's Two Rivers paper, white handmade rag watercolor paper. So there's 140 pound, 200 pound, and 300 pound sample in here. Look at that. We could do a fun little painting with those, I betcha. Next item would be the Da Vinci dot card samples. This is great. I actually have these myself, which you guys know if you've seen my channel. So I was going to ask the person who gave these to me if she would mind if I sent them over to Annie Noodle, because Annie has never tried Da Vinci paints before. So I will email her and find out if that's okay. Awesome. Next item is a canvas board, and it says cotton canvas board. So it's a universal primed canvas board adhered to MDF backing with pH neutral adhesive. Anyway, she said that I could use this kind of as a painting board, like to tape my paper to. I think that's what she said too. But we were chatting about it on Messenger the other day, so so I know what that's about. And then I have my A to Z sketchbook, which I don't have up on my desk at the moment. I think it's in my travel bag. And I'm going to get through all fruits and veggies first, A to Z, but then I'm going to have enough pages for another set of A to Z, and I thought I would do birds, and she knew that, and I think that's why this was sent to me. Oh wait, I didn't know this was a coloring book. Never mind. Oh, they are in here in color though too, some of them. She takes beautiful pictures of birds herself, so that's kind of neat. But this is super smooth. It'd be interesting to see what medium would go best on this. I'm suspecting markers because these pages are super thick. You can hear how thick that is. You can see how thick it is. Wow. 15 avian artworks for you to paint. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm kind of liking that. And then we have Daniel Smith dot cards. Holy moly. Can you tell she's purging her art room? Getting down to just the stuff she wants to use? It's probably a good plan, huh? I should probably do that myself. But this is too much fun. Play with all this good stuff. Okay. Wow. Let me count these. 60. So there's 180 dots of color right here. And then there's also this one that came in a sketch box. So these are probably duplicates of anything that's on here. I will verify that, and if so, maybe I will send these over to Annie as well. I'll have to ask her if she has any of these. So I love to do actual whole paintings with dot cards, and I have a whole series about it that I keep saying I gotta get back to because it's so much fun, but things like this come in and I get distracted too easily. But I'll link that for you as well in the corner and below. Next up we have, upside down, the Fabriano 7 test pack. So I got something similar to this in the Buy It, Try It video. That was a long time ago, but it was really fun video. Also, we'll link that. If I run out of links up there, just check the description box below. Looks like this one has not even been opened. Unless it's an envelope? Yeah, it's an envelope. Okay. Gotta be smarter than the stuff. 7 sheets of fun, different Fabriano paper to try. And I used several of mine out of my test pack and really liked them. I enjoy using Fabriano paper quite a bit. And there's the selection of paper you would get. Next up, Paul Rubens watercolor book cold pressed. She sent this to me because she tried it and didn't like it. So there is her artwork. It's so cute. I am just honored that she left her artwork in here for me. I can't wait. I'm going to pull it out and put it on the wall with my other honored artworks. So cold pressed, it's a block and it feels thick, probably 140 pound. Very fun. I like Paul Rubens paper. And this little thing, she asked if I wanted a little wood palette, and I thought it would be like a little wood palette, like I already have one that my friend made me. But this one's huge. It has a little duck or something cut out of it front, which is really cute. Held on by a magnet, and I assume half pans can go here. I actually have a couple right here. But yeah, half pans will fit in there. Snug fit, so they won't fall out, I think. Let me verify that. Okay, the half pans didn't fall out, but the paints did. That's hilarious. Some kind of Daniel Smith paints came in here, I think. To look back at that video when I opened all those subscription boxes, but it feels like some kind of graphite paint. Beside the point, this is supposed to be a little water bowl, but I would use it probably for a mixing space. It came with this little brush, so kind of a wire bound. It feels like a very soft, it feels like a natural hairbrush. The lid has mixing space on it. So this is supposed to go over here and probably go down to the end to protect the end of your brush. And, oh, quack plume. Not sure what that is. 5 tips. Slide to open, no tap waterfalls, so don't get it wet. Clean with a soft cloth. Don't get it hot. And be careful, children. Very interesting. Very deluxe. And the last package, but again, not the least, is here. Okay. Didn't really get to look at these much. Winsor & Newton Professional Watercolor Synthetic Sable 0. So I don't actually think I have a watercolor brush this small yet, and I've actually needed one a couple of times. That should be useful. A Sakura Microperm 03. Awesome. Another Winsor & Newton 1-stroke synthetic sable in a 6mm 1/4 inch flat brush. And Royal & Langnickel round size 12. Ooh, that's super soft. Wow. So I used to use a Royal & Langnickel brush, the round size 6, all the time and absolutely loved it. But when I got the Lindsay brushes, I kind of stopped using it and started using her brushes. I still have it, it's with me, but this is a 12. And this looks kind of fancy for sure. This is a Simi art brush from China. Some of the bristles got pushed up in the thing, but we might be able to fix them or chop them. It feels really neat. And this brush here is a King Art Premium 3/8 Original Gold Dagger. I have one other King Art watercolor brush that Kimberly Crick sent me that I do like a lot. They supposedly make pretty darn good brushes. Feels nice, has a little bit of sizing in it still. This one looks fancy, just the coloring of the brush itself. Royal & Langnickel Zen size 4. Does it say what it is? No. That looks quite nice, actually. Brand new. Still has all the stiff sizing in it. Yeah, that looks fancy. And this one, which I'm really excited about. I've always wanted one like this. And then I got the somewhat close to this one from the Lindsay set. This one. How does this have cat hair on it? It's been in my drawer. So this was Lindsay's 12 round, which I really like, but you can see it kind of has that stray hair there and here and right there. So let's see what this one looks like. Simi Art 8. So this is probably like a mop size 8 because they must be sized differently. But wow, that would hold a bunch of water. That would be great for my big paintings. I have 16 by 20 and 18 by 24 Arches blocks, and I could see this being kind of fun to use on those. Well, there's probably something that I have forgotten to show you, but that is plenty for now. So hopefully I didn't forget anything important, and thank you guys so much for your generosity. Again, this has been over a long period of time. That first box was in October. I received one like right before Christmas or right after Christmas. I can't quite remember. And then I received one last week, I think, and then one today. So it's a length of time. I've just kind of saved them aside for a while to share with you guys. Tell me in the comments below what you're most excited to see first, and I should be able to get to that by next week's video, I hope. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. And I think I kind of showed it to you when I did my Holbein video. I'll link that up for you. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. The letter actually says, and the pigments are not listed on these. Terre d'ombre natural. So probably a burnt umber, burnt earth, raw umber. And this size is, maybe I will get them back in here. Oh, they were already open on the top. I'm special. So, why do I say so much? So I have a Royal & still has all the stiff siding and siding.